Hello everyone, welcome to the thrilling conclusion of Sniper Elite, Nazi Zombie Army. This is level 5, and I believe that it's going to be part 6 because of reasons. And this is actually not my first time playing through this level because I've done some co-op with people, clearing out most of it. But it's my first time trying to beat it solo, and it should actually give me the pop for clearing out the game. Along with clearing the game out of my backlog, all that good stuff. So, yeah, looks like we got guys coming out from over there. So let's go ahead and do that. But I wanted to get all of this done before Halloween, and then I absolutely failed, as I'm sure you can tell. I gave myself an extra 4 days of leeway, because I was like, I can do one video a day, and I think I started 9 days before Halloween with the recordings. And then, yeah, I just, two things got in the way. One was life, and the other was Path of Exile. I had a lot of work stuff, just coming home too tired to really feel like recording an hour-long episode of this, and waiting for it to upload. First world problems. But then the game Path to Exile came out on Steam for free, worth noting, and it's a Diablo. Not really. Well, yeah, it's a Diablo clone, more or less. That'd be the right way to call it. And it does... Okay, can't go through this window. That's what I thought. It does a lot of really interesting things, but as you can tell by the fact that it has delayed this, it does them very well. I think I made it through my first character on the first difficulty just today. So let's see what we've got coming around here. And again, because this is kind of unknown... uh-oh. Oh no. Every time. At least it's consistent like that. Because this is unknown, it'll actually be interesting. Because I have very little idea what goes on in this level. I think I remember a lot of little, like, stand your ground points against skeletons, so I think that ammo conservation will be good. Path of Exile. Cleared it with my first character today. And it does the normal Diablo 2 thing. I don't know if they did it in 1 and 3 as well, where you clear it on the first difficulty and that unlocks the second difficulty. And the first difficulty is basically just like baby's first video game through probably about 75% of it. I never really felt extraordinarily challenged. I guess I should be going to the marker instead of wandering around for things to kill, because there's probably something to do. Return the slab. Alright, that's probably blocked off until I get a bunch of magic MacGuffins. Yep, 5 skull keys. A fetch quest and a first-person shooter. Yeah, Path to Exile is really fun. I had a character who was basically built as a tank because I was playing solo, and they really let you go just whole hog at it. There was a few points where I was basically invincible to all normal enemies, and that felt fantastic. Hallway full of bodies. I think that some of these are going to reanimate. I'm not going to take the time to shoot them, because I think this level is... Oh, okay. Hello. How you doing? Don't want to burn a grenade just yet. Though... So let's get that going. Just to kick things off. Now I actually have to focus? This is bull. I shouldn't have to focus in this game. It should just be non-stop headshots all the time. Looks like... Oh, I forgot what weapon I was liking to use. I thought it was the Gewer, which has 7 rounds, but apparently it is not. We can kite him all the way up here, I guess. Seems like a little bit of a waste. As is every shot that doesn't land in his head, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Alright. Big guy is down. Now let's collect the bullets. Not from everyone. I guess just from everyone else's corpse. So, alright. Collecting bullets! Path of Exile again. Nah, just kidding. I won't do that to you guys. You know it's a good game. You trust my taste, don't you? But no, seriously, the games that I've put on my channel are not reflective of good games in any way. So trust me on Path of Exile, even if you don't like the Sniper Elite style bad games. If you do like the Sniper Elite style bad games, guess what I have downloaded right now? Yeah, Sniper Elite V2 Nazi Zombie Army 2. So we've gone full Half-Life on this, and we're going to be going through that probably right after this. That was actually my main incentive for finishing this game, was to be able to play through the sequel, because I want to see what they did with it. And I didn't want to start that before I started this, because I wanted to record that. Oh god, there's one behind me. Okay. Stellar accuracy. Skeleton down. We did it, guys. This is, it's not going ideal. I'll give it that much. So, at least that makes it somewhat interesting. Because I felt like the other ones, I was blazing through them a little bit. With plenty of books that, don't need. Some extra ammo. None of which is for the viewer. Some skeletons. Oh, nope, suiciders. Also good. Alright, looks like we get to go down this hallway. That's a thing I want to do. Oh, yes, going down this hallway. Oh, I am all about this room. Let me just look at it. You know it's going to be good. Nothing on the corners yet, and that looks like our first skull key. So we've got a funnel, and we have a way back, so don't want to enter here until... Alright, I forgot to see if that said it was a checkpoint or not, but if that was a checkpoint, then we should just be good to hole out here. Let's see, this one seems fine. So we've got some skeletons. So far no zombies, just skeletons, which is good. Keep forgetting that I need to talk into the mic kind of loud-like, because I like to mumble to myself, especially when I'm playing. Most of the time, the only thing that you would really hear when I'm playing is when I'm quoting other people's works. Alright, now we've got some zombies, so I think the only thing to pay attention to here would be if we hear any screaming zombies. Otherwise, we prioritize the skeletons first, then start making our way to these guys, making sure to raid the bodies if we can, which we couldn't because we're terrible at the game. So there's one, there's two others. I think we'll try and keep that one alive in case there's waves of these guys, so that way we can continue to loot. And that's our first ammo drop for the Goer, since we've really been looking at it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Skull number 1. Oh, space. I was trying E. You know, the button that collects things in every other video game ever created since the beginning of time. I was trying to use that button. Sensing enemies down the hallway. Nope, safe room. Also good. Alright, this level is interesting. Oh yeah, I should be looking for, I think it's the M1? I forget if that's an actual name for a sniper rifle, and one that's also in the game. And it looks like this place doesn't even have normal ammo stores, so it's either the Karik or what we've got, and what we've got has more, so we're sticking with it. Slightly unfortunate, but do what we gotta do. And what we gotta do is kill some Nazis. Oh, we did get full ammo for it though, so there's that. And I guess that would be... I didn't even think about that. In multiplayer, I guess there's no slow-mo. But you do have other people to kind of tell you what's going on, so it's not like it's totally unfair because of it. It's not like the slow-mo makes it fair or unfair one way or another. So I guess we'll just shut up. Focus on my studies. Oh, good. Some more Colt ammo. We'll be needing that eventually. So, let's see. What else is there? Alright. Moving on. Also recently, and this is on a more depressing note, ooh, flames, and a blood moon, and a demon funnel, and more zombies. Screaming ones. Those are my favorite kinds. And snipers. Okay. We have got everything. On a more depressing note, Deadly Premonition also came out on Steam, because I was looking forward to Nazi Zombie Army 2 and Deadly Premonition coming out, both of which were around Halloween, and the PC port of Deadly Premonition, I don't know if the game is terrible and it just shows on a non-360, or if it's that I have a better TV, or that I've played better games now. Because Deadly Premonition, when I played it on the Xbox 360, was one of my favorite games. Where'd he go? Oh, I know there's a sniper. There he is. Yeah, it was one of my favorite games. Positively, hands down. Has a fantastic story, builds a great image. Technically, though, it's terrible, and I'm okay with that for the most part, because things like textures on the ground look bad. Like, it's not even, they're not even trying to show grass. It's just like, here's like army camo that's supposed to represent grass and dirt, and that's fine. Like, PS2 games were still fun, basically, is what it comes down to. So I'm not blaming it for that. But it runs at 60 frames per second, which is good. But the character only has, like, when he goes to aim his gun, like that animation only has like 4 frames to it. So it's this really jerky experience, and the control scheme, and I remember this, and so I think it's probably just me not remembering how bad it was on the 360 and having to get used to it again. But the control scheme in that game is also pretty bad. You have to hold down... Now, what is it? Yeah, you have to press a button to go into aiming mode, then you have to hold down a button to aim, and then you have to shoot. And if you're not in the aiming mode, then the camera will automatically snap back to center. So it's just weird exploring, and just it feels off, and just, I don't know. It's very depressing. I love the game, and I wanted to get a good port of it, but it looks like this may not be the case. Although, from what I read, the same guy, actually that's a sign, I should be using this, the same guy who did a fix for Dark Souls, the DS fix, also is working on a fix for Deadly Premonition, the DP fix. So, juvenile humor aside, which is never a thing that I'm going to do, there may be a little bit of hope for the game. So, I'm just leaving it alone. I'm glad that I purchased it because I like to support it, and I like to support kind of that direction for the gaming industry. It's just very depressing results. So I wanted to say, speaking of me being childish, it was one of my coworkers' last days. Okay. Oh, can I not? But I want to get in there. I need to get in there. I guess I have to go down this hallway. This hallway! One of my coworkers' last days. Good guy. Got a lot done. Very positive energy. Sad to see him go. So, we all went out drinking to celebrate. And one of my other coworkers, we were just talking, just shooting the breeze, and he said something about, like, yeah, he recently got married, and so people were asking, like, oh, really? When, you know, like, when did you get married? And he's like, oh, in April, and so they're all like, oh, you're expecting to have a kid? And he's like, no, we're not rushing a kid. But once we get a kid, I know what the name is going to be. And he said the name, and he's like, yeah, I like it, because then the initials are HJ. And I just snickered, like, slightly off to the side, and everybody, like, gave me an evil death glare, and I was like, I've been drinking! Don't hold me accountable for that. You're the one who's naming your kid after an HJ. I was absolutely amazed that people caught on to that with the people that I work with. Most of the people The guy who was naming his kid, who had just gotten married, was 29, so he was 4 years older than I am. The guy who we were celebrating was 35, and then most of the other people were in their 40s. So not a crowd that I would say is speaks the young adult vernacular, I guess. Is vernacular part of the vernacular? I don't know. But yeah, I was just really surprised. I didn't expect that they would actually understand what I was saying, so I thought it was funny. Oh yeah, that's right. I also had my folks come and help me out with the house a little bit. They stopped down, so another reason why my time was a little bit... I guess I have to go into the other room? I think that maybe these two are connected, so I have to clear out everything over there as well. I was going to say that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense, but we'll run with it. Man, those skeletons are just like sauntering. Okay. And then, let me guess, we get to pick one, and then it triggers another wave. That would be my guess. If not, this really... I mean... This is going better than I thought it would be. So, I guess we're just going to go ahead and see. Check the mic's on, all that good stuff. It is! How about that? Oh wow, they are just giving me skulls. One left. So that... it's like that Mitch Hedberg joke. 3 easy payments and 1 complicated payment. That's what this is going to be, isn't it? And is there an M1? I don't think so. A Luger. Luger. Ammo for the Gewer, but we're not missing that much. Ooh. Garand. M1! Yay, there is. Okay, perfect. Yeah! Yeah, now we're good. Now the zombies are moderately more screwed. Here's what I need to do. I need to start doing these, not necessarily for this game series, but I need to start doing recording stuff after I have some drinks. Because I think I mentioned this back on a Dark Souls video that I did a while back. I don't mind swearing. I just, when I'm presenting myself in any kind of function, and this is something, absolutely keep this advice in mind for anything when it comes to social media or anything like that. Present yourself nicely. If you have a Facebook page and you swear on it, employers can see that, and they might go, yeah, we could hire him, or we could hire somebody who doesn't throw around the F-bomb on your Facebook page. Not necessarily going to happen. Not every employer will check. Certainly, my employers don't have a problem with me cussing. In fact, it was a big part of the corporate culture, which is partially responsible for why I'm still there. I mean, not in any significant story kind of way, but it was just fun to be there. But yeah, I don't like to swear when I know that it's something that's going public. But I mean, some of this stuff calls out for swearing. I remember I did in that video, the Dark Souls one. I was like, oh god, this is gonna hurt. And I was like, yeah, I don't really like to swear too much. And then I think the next one, I was fighting one of the really tough bosses, and I was just swearing every 3 seconds out of habit. I was like, that's more realistic to what I do, I guess. And I think when I go into Sniper Elite 2, I'm hoping that they brought back the sliders, because I really want to do it with the bullet physics. You can see really how bad I am at this game, but also kind of how cool it is. Okay, we have snipers. So prioritize the targets that actually actively hurt you. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to do the Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army, the second, on a higher difficulty, just to show it off a bit more. But for now, we're just going to kind of run over to a little bit more secluded area, try and spot out any more snipers. That's okay, that's not a sniper, but that is a problem. We have Chopper Dave, we have uh-oh. And let's thin out this horde just a teensy bit. Okay, we have plenty of space to back up, so I'm actually not too terribly concerned. But I am just going to pop through a few of them, so that way it's less to worry about. They're clogging up room on my scope, and I don't want to get meleeed to death out of panic. So, good. Slow motion every 2 seconds. It's perfect. Just remember, if you join the Nazis and you're over 6 feet tall, you get a free gun! Everybody else, screw you. You get nothing. If you're lucky, you get a shiv. Is that truck bluffable? No, that looks like a gas can. That sounds like a screaming guy. Well, it's definitely a screaming guy. There's a skeleton. I also have to make the debate because starting today, it's officially November, so that means that No Shave November is now a thing. So I can choose to participate in that or not. Hope this doesn't have an effect. I'm just shooting them because they're back there, and I'm afraid they might be up here someday. Not particularly difficult shots. Take this time to enjoy a sip of my new favorite beverage, ginger ale. Des Moines is where I am, Midwest, and they have a huge farmers market, and this is actually the last one of the year, was this weekend. So when my folks came down, we went there and switched to the machine gun. I like to go a lot. They have a lot of cool vendors. It's huge. It's like maybe 4 or 5 blocks wide, and woohoo, like 2 blocks deep. So there's there's a ton to do and a ton to see. A lot of vendors, tons of people, lots of dogs, all that kind of stuff. So hi, person. Oh, cool. He's playing Path of Exile. Good game. Finish up the that story later. Alright. Now, the one thing that I do know is that the last boss of this is going to be a complete pain in the dick. I am not looking forward to this, because I think I actually beat this game when I played one time in co-op and just never registered the achievement. I just remember that I was really upset that I had never gone through it. Maybe I have. Whatever, you guys get to see it. So, we'll see. It's another one of those occult commanders, except for this time there are also some sniper guys waiting for you. So, it's in a larger area than the church, but there's also less cover, so I think it's a difficulty trade-off. I think, is my back against the wall right now? No. Okay, good. But we will save all of our gear for when that comes up. I don't think that we're going to dynamite right underneath him, because that would be a waste, but potentially could. I assume we'll get a chance to start that fight a few times. No spoilers, but I'm not feeling up to the challenge. But yeah, Des Moines, huge farmers market, cool stuff, a lot of vendors, and they had. I'm coming to save you. Chin up. That's awesome. Can I please pick up these bullets? I would really love to be able to fill up my gun, but you know, if not, that's cool. I don't need to be able to kill zombies. You know, it's not like what I do. Whatever. All right. Step 1, we're searching for ammo. Then that's what it sounds like. Fortunately, we get it 15 at a time, but still. Going to be more difficult than it needs to be. So, farmers market again. I had ginger beer and pad thai for breakfast. That was the whole point of that story. I interrupted myself like 7 times just to say it. Can I... Nope. Oh man. I think it might be glitched out, which would be absolutely terrible. Because I can use cover, but I don't think I can actually pick anything up. And as you may note, that's going to be a problem. Okay, yep. This is what I remember. This is the final countdown. And alright, I'm going to need to spot out where ammo is. Absolutely, 100% need to know. Okay. Here it is, and yeah, I can't use it, which is no bueno. Because these occult guys take 3,000 shots to kill. So let's see if we can trick it by doing that. Doesn't look like it. Let's just pray that we can make it through. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, or is it just ammo for everything else except for what I'm using? Which would also be... No, because I couldn't pick it up from the zombies either. Oh, that's so frustrating. Because it's going to make this go on for a little bit longer while I die. Not to be a pessimist, but seriously. So like I said, snipers. And it's like, yay, we're saved! No, we're not, because of course you wouldn't be. This game has to throw several more middle fingers your way. Not least of which is an occult general. I don't want to use this gun to do it because I know that ammo's limited, but I think that it will deal the most damage to him once I clear out his remaining skull thing. Which, good God, are there a lot of them. Yeah, I can't. None of these are giving me an option. Oh, that sucks. Taking some heavy damage. There's got to be a zombie right up our ass right now. I'm okay with this checkpointing system, though. That's working out for me. Just not okay with the sniper rifle situation. Alright. So, these skeletons are going to be a little bit harder to do what we did back there, because they move faster, so kiting is less of an option. But we've got one skull left. Let's just try and do something like that. This is such a bad idea, by the way. For those keeping score at home, this is... do what I say, not what I do. And looks like I'm going to be running out of ammo for this gun soon, which is good. Unfortunately... Oh, no, there's a little bit more for the Thompson. So if we can kill this form, then maybe when we die on the next one, then we can get a little bit more ammo. Because there's no way that what's going on right here is by design. I'll say that much. Like, this game's unfair, but it's not that unfair. we are down but not out right now. Alright. Now this guy is actually going to be the most difficult one to get the kiting right on, I think. Is that all of our gun? That is all of our gun. God, this sucks. Because you can see right where it would be, this actually is not a problem. Except for the ammo situation. There. These have arcs that they always follow, so if you can get, when the arc is closest to you, whatever, then you have a better shot of getting a hit in. So we'll just do this, and basically pray. Nope, nope, this isn't going well. This isn't going well. Oh god. Alright, we're good. There's a suicide one. I'm trying. I'm like pressing all of the buttons for this, and just nothing is doing anything. So I don't know the extent to which it's bugged. But basically, we need to make our shots count if we actually think that we can win, which I'm not sure that we can, given the context. But that doesn't mean we won't give it our all. Still got plenty of those to throw. By which I mean exactly one. I actually think if I can get all the skulls taken out with what I've got and not use my sniper rifle to do it, that I might stand a chance. Because I've still got 15 shots left on that. That guy got too close for comfort there. Alright, now just get away and then unload. Please tell me that that's the last form and or a checkpoint. Oh my god, did I actually do it with the ammo that I had? Holy crap. That is fantastic. That is the best. I think we did it! I think we did it! Sweet! Wonder if you get alternate stuff if you beat it on hard, but I don't care. The extent of my apathy. Oh, that's great. I can't believe it. I'm actually legitimately surprised that I was able to do that with that kind of ammo reserves. So here we get our credit screen, and trying all the buttons to skip it. There we go. Final score. Alright. That takes care of it, guys. So I will see you next time around for Nazi Zombie Sniper Elite 2 thing. Game. Bye.